Alrighty. 7 right on the dot. Hey, Ro, how you doing? Hey, buddy, how's it going? America's favorite hoarder. What's up, buddy? Just hanging out in the shed. I'm gonna do a 1 hour live. Figured I'd try doing a few 1 hour lives over the course of the week, maybe 3 of them. See how it goes. I think it helped your channel out, eh, Ro? Well, thanks for showing up too, guys. Hey, Mo. Is the volume a bit too loud? I got it cranked up a bit. Hey, Mo, how's it going? Rubster, buddy, how you doing? Rubster was hosting a pool tournament last night there. I was watching it for an hour or so. You don't want to play Rubster for money there. You'd be losing your money pretty quick. Hey, Miss Canadian Scrapper, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope everything's well out in Ontario way. Now you're live. That's the main thing, Mo. That is the most important thing. Everything else is secondary to being alive. Or so I've been told. Yeah, 2 sets. Hey, Dan. Don't start with the Santa jokes, Dan. It's too early for that. But I do get those. I do get those. Yeah, I was watching your 40 questions there, Dan. That was pretty good. Who's working on what today? Well, not too much. Actually got the dog's in here for a visit there. He was in the house, but he was scared. They're shooting these cannons. They have these propane cannons out in the vineyards around here. Keep the birds off the fruit. So lay down, Bernie. So Bernie's not a fan of those, so he was quite scared, cowering in the house. So I brought him in here. So actually, they've got the city south of me here, Dan. They got one of those bulk pickups going this week, but it's only for couches, big appliances, and stuff like that. They specifically say no electronics or any good stuff. They're specifically not picking it up. That's grapes, Rubster. There's some vineyards around here. We make a lot of wine in this area. There's quite a few wineries around here, so this is kind of a critical time. They're trying to get the fruit as ripe as they can. They'll be picking it pretty quick here, but of course the birds are also wanting to get in there and get as much as they can. So, no, Dan, yeah, I didn't realize she was in for surgery. Hope it went well there, brother. She doing okay, Dan? Yeah, sorry, Dan, I didn't realize that. Copper? Yeah. Yeah, these are some transformers here, yep. They just happen to be copper. All 3 of them, actually. Oh, gallbladder. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's painful. I haven't had it myself, but I know people have had it. So yeah, these three ballasts here. Last Thursday, I think it was. We're doing some work in a warehouse that way, about an hour that way. So I went out there to check on our guy there. He's part of it. We're redoing the whole warehouse in LED lighting. So there was 9 of these old porcelain fixtures, the kind of shroud ones, white porcelain. They just take an incandescent bulb. So all that stuff was there. So rather than throw it in the dumpster, I threw it in the back of my truck. And then there was 3 of these HID fixtures there as well. So I grabbed those, but my luck hasn't been too good on those lately. I've been running into a lot of Chinesium wire. So anyway, I brought everything home. So then I was looking at those porcelain lights. I tried to sell. I had some other ones. I tried to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, but I couldn't sell them. So I gave it another try. I put these, and I think I forget what category I put it in. It wasn't the same one as I'd used last time, but anyways. So I put them up, $10 a piece. I had 9 of them. I figured out quick $90. So literally within 5 minutes of putting that ad up there, I'd sold them. So I got $90 for those. And then yesterday I took those other 3 fixtures apart, and these are copper. All the windings are copper in these. They're not half and half. So there's probably once I take this apart, there's probably 10 pounds of copper in there. So that's another $30. So yeah, that was a good little score. So yeah, I had some pretty good luck lately selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. But it's like anything else, you got to kind of get used to using it to move anything. So that was one thing I found. You got to be kind of strategic where your categories where you list it in. So now just got to find something else. I've got an air floor nailer over there I'm trying to sell, but haven't been anybody bite on that yet. So I'll have to dig out some more junk to sell. Yeah, I think that's don't quote me on it, but I think it's pretty fast recovery mo. Guy that used to work for us, he had his gallbladder out there. I think it was about 3 years ago, so he was only off work a few days. Bernie, hey, come here, boy. Nope, you can't escape. There we go. There we go, Bernie. Yeah, the sooner she gets out of the hospital, the better there, Dad. If you hang around the hospital too long, you get an infection or something worse than you went in for. So yeah, the sooner she gets out, the better. Well, I'll tell you. So this is one guy I know. He lives about half an hour, not even half an hour from me. But like he has a massive collection of beer signs, like hundreds and hundreds of them. So I hadn't heard from him for a while. He works out of town 2 weeks on, 2 weeks back. But I hadn't heard from him for about a month. So same thing on Friday, all of a sudden I got a text from him. Hey, I'm back in town. He says, I took 50 more beer signs out of storage. So yeah, great. So I went and saw him Saturday morning, picked up another truckload of them. So I officially have nowhere to put them anymore. So I've got to have to start going. I got to cull them a bit now. I got to go through and start getting rid of the more common ones. Try and sell those on Facebook Marketplace. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I actually got I got quite a few. I don't have any in here, but or maybe I do actually. This is. Oops, sorry, Brownie. Yeah, this is a Red Cap Ale there. And then I got a couple more of these illuminated versions of this. And then actually on, yeah, it's getting out of hand. Untapped. I'm not sure what you mean there, but I'm not on it. So, oh yeah, anyway, so on Friday too, we're doing a little job at this guy's house. So I went to the same thing. I went to see how our guy was doing, and I went down to his basement there, where the room where Joe was working. And not saying this guy's a hoarder there, because he's a very nice guy and everything, but he has a lot of stuff, let's say. So you got to kind of work your way. There's a little pathway through the room. So I was in there and I was talking to Vern there. He's the guy that owns the house. And just on a couple of piles over, I spotted this. It's like a galvanized bucket. And then it's got three genuine draft plastic bottles, and it's plastic ice. And there's a light shines up through the bottom on it. It looks pretty cool there. Needs just a little bit of work, but that's no problem. So I said, hey, Vern, you consider selling that? Oh, yeah, no problem. So I had to get him to hold my one arm so I could reach over the piles and get a hold of it and bring it back. But so that was another score. Actually, that was pretty cool. Like it's an actual galvanized bucket kind of cut in half. And then I'd never seen one like that. But so, yeah, that was another score. That was Friday's score. Phone app where you check in and rate your beers. Oh, I like the sound of that. I'll have to check that out. What's it called again? Talking about beer. Untapped. Yeah, I'll check that out, America's Favorite Hoarder. That sounds very interesting. Actually, I haven't been drinking too much lately. I'm actually just drinking pop tonight. I haven't been feeling that great last couple of weeks, so I decided, I had to, yeah, that's a lot. It's more to sit on a counter up against the wall there, Roaster. That's more what it is. Hey, Tom. So as I say, oh yeah. So anyways, yeah, I haven't been drinking for the last 2 weeks or so. It's only some kind of a crappy sparkling pop. So I say, yeah, I've been feeling great, so I had to kind of eliminate drinking as a contributing factor. And of course, now you try and get into make an appointment with the doctor right away. As soon as you tell them one symptom, they're convinced that you have COVID. I said, no, I'm pretty sure I don't have that. But anyways, feel better last couple of days. So there is a couple of other things going on around here. Yeah, fruit juice, I know. Bad. There is a couple other things going around here. There are some strain B, strain C. Don't ask me what they are, but there's some care homes and stuff shut down over that. So it was something, but I don't know what it was. Yeah, sad day when I got to drink that. Actually, too, though, I need to lose a bit of weight, too. That's part of the problem, too, I think. Need to shed about 10 or 20 pounds there, and I'll be feeling much better. Murder hornets, that's what it could have been, yeah. Very possible. Fortunately, it's getting colder now, so we should be safe from those murder hornets soon. Actually, they had those down in Washington State there, but not sure. It seems to kind of fizzled out there. Maybe the climate wasn't to their liking. They might have gone back to wherever they came from. Seemed like something else, but this year's been terrible anyways. You kind of say to yourself, oh, what next? What next? Right, Bernie? What next? Yeah, Bernie was upset too. Saturday we go down to there's a little pet store down the hill from me there, and they got these bacon jerky sticks that he just loves those. So that's kind of our Saturday routine. We go down there and you take him in the pet store, and it usually just leads me right to where the treats are. So we did that Saturday, and no treats. So I said to the girl, I say, where's those bacon treats? Oh yeah, we're sold out and haven't been able to get any more in. So I said, well, Brownie's not going to be happy. And he wasn't. Hey, my vicarious life. How you doing, buddy? So I tried to buy him these other ones, but spit them out right away. So I don't know why these things are such fussy eaters, but so how you doing, my vicarious? Yeah, it's getting cool, eh, Dad? It's been mornings when I got up to go work. Yeah, it's been like 8, 9 degrees some mornings. It's been nice sunny days though. Beautiful day today. Actually, we're gonna think about taking the day off to go fishing, but yeah, so I had a couple of appointments and stuff like that. So, oh, see, yeah, yeah. How come you're off the beer, my vicarious? By choice or by chance? Or none of the above? Yeah, no, that's serious. That little beer store where I always buy mine, they're going to wonder what's happened there. Ah, yes. Yeah, we'll give it another week or two, see what happens. But yeah, like I say, I definitely got to lose some weight. So, actually, I've lost a lot of weight, but unfortunately, I've always found it again for some reason. So, hey, scrapping together. How you doing, Bill? Nice to see you. And every year you get older, it gets harder to lose it. At least I find, anyway. So how you doing tonight, Bill? I'll get ready. You go lay down. Okay, lay in your bed. Lay down. Good boy. Oh, camera's not focusing. There it is. Came back. Yeah, so unfortunately, apparently the copper price has gone down a bit here. If you watch Canadian Treasure Hunters channel, he took some in on Saturday, and the number 2 was down like 20 cents a pound, so that's bad news. So still around $3 a pound, which is pretty good, but 317, 320, that was a lot better. So that's also the other thing I'm mulling over. I still got a bunch of buckets of number 1 Bright and Shiny over there, so I'd like to try and get those down this week, but not sure if I'm going to make it or not. Of course, it's a long weekend. It's our Thanksgiving weekend coming up here, so I would go down on Saturday, but they're going to be closed Saturday, so I'll have to take a day off work. So if I go down Friday, the problem is the traffic's going to be so heavy, so still mulling my options there. But if I wait too much longer, the roads are going to get crappy, so $8, yikes. I don't have my phone there. Actually, I got one. Yeah, that's like $80 a ton. They're America's favorite hoarder. It's here, like I don't take any in, but like say where Phil takes his down at the coast there, I think it's up to 130. He's been getting a ton down there. Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm strictly copper is the main thing. Aluminum, if it comes my way, and brass. But you don't get a huge amount of brass there. I was lucky in the spring there. I got a whole bunch of these fixture fittings that were brass. So I actually had, you know, 100 and some pounds of brass, but that was kind of unusual there. I usually don't get that much. Oh, just sitting on your laptop in your room. Oh, the laptop. Okay. So, how about you, Bill? You been taking anything in lately? I think you were saying the prices were a bit better where you're at. But yeah, that copper was kind of a bummer there. I wasn't expecting that. And that's probably take copper, brass, aluminum. The prices inch up, but then they could just, you know, might take months to go raise 20 cents a pound, but I mean, like overnight it can drop that much. So that's the only frustrating part with that. It's like if you buy stocks too. You know, you can hold a stock and it slowly goes up, 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 and then overnight it'll drop like $10 or something like that. Just way too frustrating. So yeah, I got a few projects done. I fixed a little metal gate for my neighbor there on Saturday, and a little video, a very exciting video on that, making that metal lid for my septic tank cover. And then I was working on my propane forge. So actually, I scored some, if you can see it over my shoulder there, I scored some stainless steel pipe today off one of our jobs. So that'll be the flare end on the nozzle. So able to keep going on those. Yeah, same thing here. It's going to get cold here. I mean, like I say, the weather is nice here right now, but it's coming. You know, we're the September. What are we at today? September 5th. Yeah, we've got maybe two to 3 weeks of decent weather left, but yeah, propane forge. You know, for heating up metal. This one's for heating up metal. If I get the burners working on this one, I may build another. I'd like to build another version for actually melting metal. I've got a bigger propane tank behind my shed there. I got it at the landfill a few years ago, so I'm going to cut the top off that and then put the burner in the side. Like I say, a metal, that one would be a metal melting forge. It would run on propane too, and the burner is a similar design. So if I get these burners working properly, then I'll know how to do it for next time. Actually, the burner is probably interchangeable too, but once I get this one, actually, I'll show you here. It's over here. There it is. So this is where, you know, you'd have your metal and your tongs here, and these burners, there'll be two burners, they'll go on the top here. So basically, this is the enclosure part of it. Just got to work on the burner part now. Nope, I gotta adjust the camera again though. There we go. So yeah. Yeah, I've seen those devil forges. So that propane forge, the other one, if I make it there, it'll be similar idea to that devil's forge, but The only thing I don't like about those Devil's Forges is all it is that insulation inside there, and then they give you that stabilizer you brush on. So it doesn't seem that durable to me. So the one I'm going to make, Ronnie, what are you looking at? Ronnie, what you doing? So anyways, if I make that one, I'm going to get refractory cement and mix it with vermiculite, or not vermiculite, perlite. Vermiculite is asbestos, so I won't be doing that. Perlite. And then cast, have a little sleeve in the middle, so the walls of it will be about this thick with that refractory cement. So yeah, that would be the idea with that, is to try making some copper ingots and stuff like that. Ingots. Actually, if you had some neat molds, like you had some decent mold, like Ralph Mork there, he's always casting some neat stuff out of. He uses zinc a lot and pewter. But, that kind of stuff would look cool in copper and brass too. So that's kind of an idea if I get that going. But, I find, if you have lots of projects on the go, you never get bored. So it takes a while to finish them, mind you, but, it's more fun to start a project than finish it. Unless it's something really useful at the end there. Oh yeah, I should have built this sooner. And that happens too. But yeah, it takes a while. I watch a lot of those videos on the guys that do that melting and that. It takes a while to get onto it. There, it's not. You don't hit it the first time. It's a bit of a science to it. Yeah, Big Stack D. I watched him. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. I think lots of us have too many projects, Mo. But like I say, that's kind of the way I like it there. You just do it for fun anyway, so you get bored. Let's put this aside for now, and I'll start working on that. Oh yeah, what kind of bicycle projects are you doing, my Vicarious? Like repurposing bicycles? Is that what you mean? That type of thing? Yeah, I went up to the landfill, not this weekend, the weekend before there, and dumped some stuff off. And they have a huge metal pile there where people bring their metal in. Oh yeah, right on. Still tons of bicycles in that pile. I don't know why, nobody wants a used bicycle. I can't understand it. I know when the kids were smaller and outgrew their bicycles, so, we had a bunch of bicycles, just like brand new, like BMX bikes and mountain bikes. And you go to sell them, and it doesn't matter how cheap they are, nobody wants them. That's why the guys are always picking them up on the curb there, because you can't sell them or give them away or anything. It's kind of weird there. It's like today's society, it's almost if you give your kid a used bike there, it's like some kind of a sin or something like that, or you're a bad parent if you try and give them a used bike. I don't get it, but we used to get used bikes and then we'd fix them up, change the parts around on it. Started putting all my YouTube ideas into a spreadsheet and sorting in a second. That sounds pretty organized, Bo. I like that idea, though. I might scare myself, though, if I put all my projects into a spreadsheet like that. I might detect a problem. Oh yeah. It's just kind of a shame. Like, say, nobody wants those bikes. They had a program here. I don't know if they're still doing it, but there was a guy, he'd collect bicycles. You could actually donate them to him, and then he would actually fill up a seat can with them. He'd go through them all, make sure they're in decent shape, and then he'd fill up sea can, and then every year he'd send the sea can over some country in Africa there, and they'd hand them out over there. I thought, that was a nice idea. Yeah, I think that's it. It's our America's favorite hoarder, our society. We're just so used to stuff that some possessions. Some people seem to have no sense of value of possessions. I mean, it's just stuff. When something happens, they just buy another one, throw the old one away. Yeah, part of it, a lot of the stuff now is junk too. You can't really fix it, but. Oh yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying, Mo. Yeah, yeah. A lot of times you think, oh yeah, there's nothing that I could do a video on, but then you start looking around, start going on something, and then what happens too? Oh yeah, that turned out good. And then you go and realize you screwed something up in your camera, so that's all lost. That's frustrating too. So. Have this great idea, and then you try and video. You think you're videotaping it, and it doesn't turn out. But that's all part of the trials and tribulations, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like I say, I mean, you can. I think that's part of it too, though. It's just most people today just can't seem to fix anything. I mean, where I work there, we hire young guys. I say young guys in their early 20s, and they want to get a trade, but they just have absolutely no mechanical inclination. And you talk to them, didn't you ever build, a fence or a doghouse or anything? Nope. Never used the power tool in my life. Yeah. Hey, Monica, how you doing? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, look better if it wasn't gray, Monica, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Always a pleasure to see you, Monica. Yeah, it needs another 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll have something. Yeah, I'm a bit curious. Like, probably down there, what happens is people like if you have a lawnmower or any small engine, you shouldn't be using that. Like we have all our regular gas here is at 10% ethanol. So anything like that, I use premium in all my small engines, and then they leave the gas in over the winter and everything too, and that crap just plugs your carburetor up and everything. Oh, thanks, Monica. You're too kind. But yeah, it just plugs your carb up, and then you get corrosion in your gas tank and everything. That ethanol fuel is just terrible stuff, in my opinion. And it's got a percentage of water in it. You get water in your system and everything. So anytime, plus what I do is, so if I know it's the last time I'm going to use something this year, is I just run it right out of gas, just let it run until it runs itself out of gas. And find that works pretty good too. But you're right, yeah, like I say, majority of that stuff I bet is fuel issues. So what are you up to, Monica? You working there? Are you still doing your data entry, or just relaxing, or? Yeah, I got the dog here. I was telling everybody earlier, Monica, the vineyards here, they're shooting those propane cannons off to scare the birds. So scaring Brownie too. So he was in the house just shaking there. He was in the corner and he was just shaking there. So my son brought him in here. My son took off to see his brother. So brought him in the shed here so I could keep him company, keep an eye on him. Oh yeah, Brownie, here. Of course, now he's everywhere snooping. Lay down, lay down, boy, lay down. Good boy. There we go. He listens the odd time. Not very often, but he does listen the odd time. So you taking anything into the yard this week, Dan? Or are you going to be looking after your wife there when she gets home? Yeah, he's a cute little guy. Oh yeah. Hey Nick, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you gotta watch that. You know, if you haven't done any of that, and then you start moving stuff, invariably you end up pulling something there, and then you're suffering for the next few days. Fine too. As I get older, I gotta kind of pace myself there, and you, you think to yourself, "Oh, you know, I've done this lots of times before," but the times you did it before was in the past, and every year makes a difference. So, oh yeah, still doing curbside. Right on. Yeah, you get a ton of stuff off that curbside. Yeah, like I say, they're going to be doing that around here, but like I say, it's mostly just furniture. Yeah. Hey, you gotta watch those chunky flip flops, Monica. You can good way to sprain an ankle too. Older, yeah. I'd say wiser, but I'm not sure anybody would believe that. Hey, D90, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you around for quite a while. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, a little bit sad actually. My youngest son there, he's been went to university, and he's been working for the last going on 3 years, I guess. So he's got a pretty good job. So he saved up some money, and actually, him and his girlfriend there, they just bought a townhouse on the weekend. So they take possession in January. So they're going to be moving out. He'll be moving out in December. So it'll be kind of sad not having him around. They're officially an empty nester now, except for Brownie. So then, Chris, I was telling my son, I said, well, you know, this is bad. You know, when you leave, it's just me and Brownie. Of course, my wife was standing there, and she shot me a dirty look. I said, well, you too, of course, the three of us, right? Had to backtrack. There's a lot of backtracking or backpedaling in a hurry there. But yeah, invariably it happens. But like I say, it's, you know, nice having them around. But at least, you know, they both live close by. So it's like my neighbor here, one of his sons lives in New Jersey there. So hardly gets to see him. Yeah, when we stop, we die. Yeah, it's quite possible there. America's Hoarder. It's quite possible. And I find personally, like if you know, you think, okay, well, you know, today's a great day to do nothing, and so you know, you get out, you sleep in, get up, you just lay on the couch, watch TV or whatever, and then I find the next day, my back's just killing me there. So I find it's much better to keep moving. I mean, you know, as long as you're doing something, doesn't have to be at rapid speed, but as long as you're, I find as long as you're moving there, it's like say lay around and doing nothing sounds good in theory, but every time I try it there, it doesn't work out that great for me. I discover I have aches and pains. I guess I don't notice them if I'm on the move, but if I stay still, there all these mysterious aches and pains start showing. Yeah, I agree. We need our hobbies. That's 100%. You know, and especially people that retire too. I know, you know, people their work consumes them. I mean, that's all they have, and then they'll retire, and then they have absolutely nothing to do, and it's just too big of a transition for them. They usually don't fare very well. So, like I say, it's nice to have lots of hobbies. You know, I've had tons of hobbies over the years, and you know, I've done things and then moved on to other things, and people like to give me a bad time and say, "Oh yeah, are you still doing that?" This, no, I'm not doing that too much anymore. But I'm kind of doing this now. And oh yeah, you're into that now. And they kind of like to give me a bad time because I don't stick with a specific hobby forever. But yeah, my theory is, well, at least I tried it, right? I tried this, and most people, for whatever reason, they don't try and experience a whole bunch of stuff or whatever. So to me, I mean, even though I did something for 6 months and lost interest in it, at least I did it. So, hey, America's favorite hoarder, thanks for stopping in. You have a great night, my friend. So I think, as long as you enjoyed it at the time, that's the main thing. I mean, even if it's not a lifelong hobby or anything, if you get some enjoyment out of it at the time, it's worthwhile. But yeah, I've had a few hobbies. But I mean, scrapping's kind of a hobby too. So, and it's actually one of the few hobbies where you can make a little bit of money off of it. Occupy your time. And it's always interesting taking stuff apart. And at the end of the day, you end up with a bit of money out of it. So, it seems like a win to me. Yeah, I saw you lurking there, Mo. You're working on your spreadsheet, probably. Trying to make a few more columns there to add more projects to. Yeah, I try going live just for an hour a few times a week, see what happens. I still like to try and hit 3,000 subscribers this year. I thought back in the spring that was going to be a no-brainer, but it's been a challenge. Once I got up to about 2,400, I just kind of stalled out there. I just can't seem to get any traction, but I think part of that is YouTube too. You'll get few one day and lose 3 or 4 the next day. It's just not quite as easy to grow your subscriber base as it was, say, a year or two ago. But just keep trying. Ah, okay. Yeah, inside there, down in the man cave, I got those wireless headphones. I actually like those too because I was listening to Dusty's live stream yesterday. So then with those on, I can go upstairs, get a glass of water, or do whatever, and you can still listen while while you're in other parts of the house there. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, I guess that's true too, Mo. Yeah, there's probably a ton more YouTube channels than there was this time last year. That's a good point. I forget. I think there's something like 1 billion people on YouTube. Could stand to be corrected there, but I think that's what it is. If in doubt, just check Google. Let's see here. It's not working for me. Yeah. Yeah, playing for everybody. Yeah, I was just trying to see. I think it's 1 billion people on YouTube, but Google's not giving that information out for some reason. Usually I get it right off the bat, but yeah, and I'm not greedy. A couple of million. Plenty for me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about everybody else, but like I hardly watch any television anymore. This is my entertainment. You can jump on here and all kinds of interesting stuff. And you're trying to fix something or figure out how something works or whatever. I mean, it's amazing the amount of information on here. But I mean, again, it's a hobby. I mean, it's like everything else. The chances of being like a huge YouTube channel are very minuscule. But if you enjoy it, why not? And I mean, for me, I met some really nice people here on YouTube, and count them as friends, and always, nice to see them and catch up on what they've been doing. So, that's a really nice part. Nope, never give up. That's right, Mo. And then like there's like guys over in the UK like Dusty and Snobby and Ian and those people. It's you don't get to see them that much, but on the weekends, like you get out earlier and you don't have to work. They can catch up to them there, and it's always interesting to see what they're up to over there. Ronnie, what you doing? Nice. Actually, Bronny's down the dumps too. Also, his mom, my wife, there. She went over to see her mom tonight. So, unfortunately, her mom's in her 80s. There, she's not doing very good right now. So, she lives about 2 hour drive away. So, she's been spending a lot of time lately on the weekends and that going over there. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Corsair Trainers. Good evening, my friend. Corsair, he's another West Coaster. He's down the road from me in California, but we're in the same time zone. So what have you been up to, Corsair? I gotta get over. I haven't seen any. Are you still doing that Monday thing? I just can't seem to catch it for some reason. Yeah, I think you got bored, Mo. You hit the nail on the head. Yeah, of course, I was doing this Monday morning coffee get together. And for a while, I was usually able to catch it at work there. I was in the office when it came on, but just lately, I just haven't been able to catch it there. Haven't heard too much of those fires down there lately, Corsair. There, I think they're getting the upper hand on them finally, though. Okay, yeah, I'll have to. Eventually, I'll get back and sync with you there, buddy, and start catching them again in the morning. It's been too busy at work lately. They're working this old guy too hard. It borders on senior abuse, I think. Yeah, I'll try and catch you next Monday. But actually, this morning there, I had trouble with myself. I had to be in one place. I had a guy coming in to see me at 10, and I had to be somewhere else. And next thing you know, the morning's gone. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've been evacuated a few times up here. I don't wish that upon anybody. That's the most horrible feeling when you gotta throw what you can into your vehicle and get out. So, I mean, that's as stressful as it gets. So, touch wood there. We haven't had any lately, or the air temperature is down a lot lower now. So, I think we're out of the woods. It's been beautiful weather here, though. Nice and sunny, though. Still dry out there, but like say, not getting the extreme temperatures, and then we're getting a lot of dew and stuff in the morning, so that all helps. Yeah, that's about all I might watch there, Monica, too, is a couple of shows. I like the ones on Discovery, like Gold Rush. Actually, I watched Bering Sea Gold tonight. There was on early. I like that one. Deadliest Catch. I like that one. Those are about the only kind of shows I watch. Like I say, most of those ones on Discovery are pretty good. But as far as the rest of it, forget it. I'd rather watch something on YouTube. Well, Monica and Corsair are in California. KC, Kansas City, I assume. That's what you mean. Been there a couple of times. Long time ago, though. Brownie, what's the matter, boy? Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, I got my guard dog with me there, Corsair, so. He's keeping an eye on things. He's like a moderator. He's keeping an eye on things. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that Cooper's Treasure. Yeah, that's the one where the guy had, the astronaut had taken all the pictures from outer space there and made up a bunch of maps and stuff. Yeah, I don't think they picked that one up again. It was on for, was it even on for 2 seasons? Whoa, that doesn't sound good, Bill. Yeah, hey, B90. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Good to see you again. Something just blew up. Or if it's a propane tank or something. I think it's probably those guys using that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, what's that binary explosive there? Name escapes me right now. I think Bill said before they like to set that stuff off close by him. Yeah, Northern California seems to get hit the hardest with those fires, but I guess they have those, was it Santa Ana winds? They come in. I guess every year that scrub brush grows up, and then the next year it burns up again. Seems to be the cycle that happens there. Yeah, well, I didn't see that one, America's Favorite. I watched a few of the episodes, but I would have remembered one about a UFO. I didn't see that one. Yeah, I think the last time I saw it, they'd found some anchors and stuff like that. They're on some what they thought was going to be a good site. So that's interesting. Hey, Scrapper D, Brother Daryl. How are you doing, friend? Hope you're well. How's things out in your neck of the woods, Scrapper D? Hope you had a good weekend there, buddy. Got lots of scrap, I hope. I forget the last one I saw yours, Daryl, or I think you had a big, oh, that was those medical lights you were taking apart, yeah. And then I remember I talked to you afterwards. You said the other ones, you just loaded them on the trailer and took them in. Yeah, Bill, they're probably set. Oh, tannerite. That's probably what it was, Bill. They're probably setting some tannerite off in the neighborhood. They probably had too hot of a mix of tannerite and set it off. If you go out in the morning and see a lawnmower up in the trees or something like that, you know what was going on. Yeah, there's hundreds, probably thousands of videos on YouTube of them blowing up stuff with tannerite. So and some of them don't end very well. Oh yeah, yeah. I hear you, Daryl. The last couple of weeks I've been feeling great myself there, but just to give you a measure of how I wasn't feeling good. I haven't even been drinking any beer, so that's yeah. I just had no energy there the last week or so, but seems to be coming around though. What kind of stuff did you get there, Daryl? Try a little of the medical lights. Yeah, I think I said before, I'm just amazed how well made those medical lights were. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you there, America's favorite order. This little town I live in there, we used to have our own landfill up the hill here, and they shut it down. It's been shut down for about 10 years, but we used to take the garbage up there, and never failed to get up there. Oh yeah, I could use that. No, yeah, I wonder why they're throwing that away. So you come back with twice as much stuff as you went up there to throw away. So okay, Monica, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I need the beard for winter. Winter's coming, so I try and keep my head warm somehow. So, but yeah, thanks for stopping in, Monica. There. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Take care. Yeah, I used to know a couple of guys. Well, I kind of knew one guy that worked at the waste recycling place in the next town, and you're not allowed to scavenge there, but the guys that work there, they're allowed to supposedly take one or two items home a day. So, starting one day, one guy that worked there, like every day, he was taking home a truckload of stuff, and eventually just overwhelmed this place and everything. A little bit of everything. Well, that sounds like an interesting load. So you're still going down to that junkyard? I think it's in Alabama there, Daryl, I want to say, across the border from you. That's that yard there. You always seem to treat you pretty good there, pretty fairly. See, I told you it was Tannerite, Bill. Yeah. So I wonder what kind of problems they got into for that. Okay. Yeah, you too, Steve. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. We'll see you again. I'll definitely try and make it for coffee next Monday there, buddy. Anyhow, you take care. Yeah, what's the penalty there, Bill, for loud tannerite explosions? If it shook your house, though, that must have been a few pounds. That was probably about 20 or 30 pounds, something like that. I still got a bunch in the garage. I never did set it off, but one of these days. Connie. That stuff's expensive too. I mean, you start putting off like 30, 50 pound charges there. That's a few bucks. And then especially if you get fined by the cops on top of it, there'd be real expensive entertainment. Probably just better off watching it on YouTube. Safer anyways. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, Daryl. You got to use it in moderation, though. You got to be sensible about it. Yeah, well, Tannerite's still legal up here, America's Favorite Hoarder, so that's the advantage it has. It's a binary explosive. You got to mix the two parts together, and then you need a rifle to set it off. It has to be a high velocity round, like a 22 won't set it off. You got to have like a 270 or 30-06 or something like that. Yeah. That's okay. We heard nothing. We heard nothing. Hey, night, Dan. Yeah, 5 pounds is about max there, Daryl. But like I say, see a guy like, there's one old Bronco, I think they stuffed 100 pounds in it and said like they just blew that thing to smithereens. Okay, well, I've been on for a little over an hour, so that was my goal, just to come on for an hour. I'm just going to try coming on for an hour 2 or 3 times a week. So appreciate you guys stopping in and visiting. It's always nice to see you guys. And I hope everybody has a great week. Everything goes well, and stay safe. And I will see you all again, hopefully. Yeah. You won't have to do much research. There's lots of information out there, America's Favorite Hoarder. So anyways, again, thanks for stopping in, guys. I will see you later. Good evening.